Hello and welcome back to our Chronological Bible in a Year reading plan, and today is day 208. We are reading Isaiah 44 through 48. Isaiah chapter 44 to start us off. Okay, sorry, I was making sure I read 43 the other day, and I did. Okay, 44. But now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Yisrael whom I have chosen. Thus said Yahuwah, who made you and formed you from the womb, who helps you. Do not fear, O Jacob my servant, and Yeshurun whom I have chosen. For I pour water on the thirsty, and floods on the dry ground. I pour my ruah, which means my spirit, on your seed, and my barakah, which means my blessing, on your offspring. And they shall spring up among the grass like willows by streams of water. One says, I belong to Yahuwah. Another calls himself by the name of Jacob. Another writes with his hand unto Yahuwah, and names himself by the name of Yisrael. Thus said Yahuwah, sovereign of Yisrael, and his Redeemer, Yahuwah of hosts. I am the first and I am the last. Beside me there is no Elohim. And who is like me? Let him call and declare it and lay it before me, since I appointed the everlasting people. And the events that are coming and those that do come, let them declare these to them. Do not fear, nor be afraid. Have I not since made you hear and declared it? You are my witnesses. Is there an Eloah besides me? There is no other rock. I know not one. Those who make an idol, all of them are emptiness, and their delights do not profit. And they are their own witnesses, they neither see nor know, so that they are put to shame. Who would form a mighty one or cast an idol that is of no value? See, all his companions are ashamed, and the workmen, they are but men. Let them all be gathered together, let them stand up, let them fear, let them be put to shame altogether. The craftsman in iron with the tools works one in the coals, and fashions it with hammers, and works it with the strength of his arms. Even so he shall be hungry, and has no strength. He drinks no water, and is weary. The carpenter stretches out his rule, he outlines it with chalk. He fashions it with the plane, and he outlines it with the compass, and makes it like the figure of a man, according to the comeliness of a man, to remain in the house. He cuts down cedars for himself, and takes cypress and oak, which he raised among the trees of the forest. He has planted a pine, and the rain nourishes it. And it shall be for a man to burn, for he takes some of it, and warms himself. He also kindles it, and shall bake bread. He also makes a mighty one, and bows himself to it, has made it a carved image, and falls down before it. Half of it he shall burn in the fire, with this half he eats meat. He roasts a roast, and is satisfied. He also warms himself and says, Aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire. And the rest of it he makes into a mighty one, his carved image. He falls down before it and worships, prays to it, and says, Deliver me, for you are my mighty one. They do not know nor understand, for he has smeared their eyes from seeing, and their hearts from understanding. And no one recalls it to his heart, nor is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned half of it in the fire, and I have also baked bread on its coals. I have roasted meat and eaten it. And shall I make the rest of it an abomination? Should I fall down before a log of wood? Feeding on ashes, a deceived heart turns him aside, and he does not deliver his being, nor says, Is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these, O Jacob and Yisrael, for you are my servant. I have formed you, you are my servant, O Yisrael, do not forget me. I shall wipe out your transgressions like a cloud, and your sins like a mist. Return to me, for I shall redeem you. Sing, O Shemaim, which means O heavens, for Yahuwah shall do it. Shout, O depths of the earth. Break forth into singing, O mountains, forest, and every tree in it. For Yahuwah shall redeem Jacob, and make himself clear in Yisrael. Thus said Yahuwah your Redeemer, and he who formed you from the womb. I am Yahuwah, doing all, stretching out the Shemaim all alone, spreading out the earth with none beside me. frustrating the signs of the babblers, and driving diviners mad, turning wise men backward, and making their knowledge foolish, confirming the word of his servant, and completing the counsel of his messengers, who says in Jerusalem, Be inhabited, and of the cities of Yehudah, they shall be built, and her ruins raised up by me. Who is saying to the deep, excuse me, who is saying to the deep, Be dry, and your rivers I dry up. Who is saying of Koresh, He is my shepherd, and he completes all my pleasure, even saying to Jerusalem, Let her be built, and to the Hakal, which is the temple, let her foundations be laid. Chapter 45. Hang on, let me adjust you here. Okay, it's a little bit better. Chapter 45. Thus said Yahuwah to his anointed, to Koresh, whose right hand I have grasped, to subdue nations before him and ungird the loins of sovereigns, to open before him the double doors, so that gates are not shut. I go before you and make the crooked places straight. I shatter the gates of bronze and cut down the bars of iron. And I shall give you the treasures of darkness and hoarded wealth of secret places, so that you know that I, Yahuwah, who is calling you by your name, am the Elohim of Yisrael. For the sake of Jacob, my servant, and of Yisrael, my chosen, I also call you by your name. I give you a title, though you have not known me. I am Yahuwah, and there is none else. There are no mighty ones besides me. I gird you, though you have not known me, so that they know, from the rising of the sun and from the west, that there is none but me. I am Yahuwah, and there is none else, forming light and creating darkness, making peace and creating evil. I, Yahuwah, do all these. Rain down, O Shamayim, which again means O heavens, from above. Excuse me. And let clouds pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, let them bring forth deliverance, and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahuwah, have created it. Woe to him who strives with his maker, a potsherd with the potsherds of the earth. Does clay say to him who forms it, What are you making? Or your handiwork say, He has no hands? Woe to him who says to his father, What are you bringing forth? Or to the woman, What are you laboring over? Thus said Yahuwah, the Kadosh One of Yisrael, again, Holy One, and his Maker. Do you ask me about my sons what is to come, and about the work of my hands do you command me? I have made the earth and created man on it. I, my hands, have stretched out the Shamayim, and all their host I have commanded. I have stirred him up in righteousness, and all his ways I make straight. He builds my city and lets my exiles go, not for price nor reward, declares Yahuwah of hosts. Thus said Yahuwah, the labor of Mitzrayim and merchandise of Cush and of the Sebaites, men of size, come over to you, and they are yours. They walk behind you, they come over in chains, and they bow down to you. They make supplication to you, saying, Indeed, El is in you, and there is none else, no mighty one. Truly, you are El who hides yourself, O Elohim of Yisrael, Savior. They shall be put to shame and even be humiliated, all of them. The makers of idols shall go away together in humiliation. Yisrael shall be saved by Yahuwah with an everlasting deliverance. You are not to be ashamed nor hurt forever and ever. For thus said Yahuwah, creator of the Shamayim, He is Elohim, former of earth and its maker. He established it. He did not create it to be empty. He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahuwah, and there is none else. I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I have not said to the seed of Jacob, Seek me in vain. I am Yahuwah, speaking righteousness, declaring matters that are straight. Gather yourselves and come. Draw near together, you who have escaped from the Gentiles. No knowledge have they who are lifting up the wood of their carved image, and pray to a mighty one that does not save. Declare and bring near, let them even take counsel together. Who has announced this from of old? Who has declared it? Who has declared it from that time? Is it not I, Yahuwah? And there is no mighty one besides me, a righteous El and a Savior. There is none besides me. Turn to me and be saved, all you ends of the earth. For I am El, and there is none else. I have sworn by myself, a word has gone out of my mouth in righteousness, and shall not return, so that to me every knee shall bow, every tongue swear. One shall say, Only in Yahuwah do I have righteousness and strength. He comes to him. And all those displeased with him shall be put to shame. In Yahuwah all the seed of Yisrael shall be declared right and boast. In chapter 46, Bel has bowed down, Nebo is stooping, their idols were on the beasts and on the cattle. That which is carried is burdensome, a burden to the weary. Excuse me. They have stooped, they have bowed down together. Excuse me. They have stooped, they have bowed down together. They were unable to deliver the burden, but they themselves went into captivity. Listen to me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, who are born from the body, who are carried from the womb. Even to your old age I am he, and even to gray hairs I carry. I have made and I bear, and I carry and rescue. To whom do you liken me, and compare me, and make me similar, that we should be alike? They pour gold out of the bag and weigh silver on the scale. They hire a goldsmith, and he makes it a mighty one. They fall down, they also bow themselves. They bear it on the shoulder, they carry it and put it in its place, and it stands. Excuse me. From its place it does not move. Though one cries out to it, it does not answer, nor save him from his distress. Remember this, and show yourselves, men. Turn it back, you transgressors. Remember the former of long ago, for I am El, and there is no one else. Elohim, and there is no one like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from of old that which has not been done, saying, My counsel stands, and all my delight I do. Calling a bird of prey from the east, the man who executes my counsel from a distant land. Indeed, I have spoken it, I also bring it to pass. I have planned it, I also do it. Listen to me, you stubborn-hearted, who are far from righteousness. I shall bring my righteousness near, it is not far off, and my deliverance, it is not delayed. And I shall give deliverance in Zion, my esteem. My esteem to Yisrael. Sorry guys. Okay, 47. Come down and sit in the dust, O maiden daughter of Babel. Sit on the ground without a throne, O daughter of the Kasdites. For no more do they call you tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil, lift up the skirt, uncover the leg, pass through rivers. Let your nakedness be uncovered, let your shame also be exposed. I take vengeance and meet no man. Our Redeemer, Yahuwah of hosts, is his name, the Kadosh one of Yisrael. Sit silent and go into darkness, O daughter of the Kasdites, for no more do they call you mistress of reigns. I was wroth with my people. I have profaned my inheritance, and I gave them into your hand. You showed them no compassion. You made your yoke very heavy on the elderly. And you said, I am mistress forever, so that you did not take these to heart, and did not remember the latter end of them. And now hear this, you who are given to pleasures, who dwells complacently, who says in your heart, I am, and there is none but me. I do not sit as a widow, nor do I know the loss of children. Both of these come to you suddenly, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon you in completeness, because of your many witchcrafts, for your numerous great potent spells. And you have trusted in your evil, you have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge have led you astray. And you have said in your heart, I am, and there is none but me. But evil shall come upon you, not knowing from where it arises, and trouble fall upon you, being unable to put it off, and ruin come upon you suddenly, which you know not. Stand now with your potent spells in your many witchcrafts in which you have labored from your youth, if maybe you're able to profit, if maybe you find strength. You are exhausted by your many counsels. Let the astrologers, the stargazers, and those who prognosticate by the new moons stand up and save you from what is coming upon you. I'm going to look up what that word means. I do not know what that means. Prognosticate. Prognosticate. Let's see. Act of predicting or forecasting future events. So, okay, yeah. divination, using the moons and stars. By the new moon, stand up and save you from what is coming upon you. Verse 14, see, they shall be as stubble, fire shall burn them, and they do not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There is not a coal to be warmed by, nor a fire to sit before it. So they shall be to you with whom you have labored, your merchants from your youth. They shall wander, each one his own way. There is none to save you. And chapter 48. Hear this, O house of Jacob, who are called by the name of Israel, and have come from the waters of Yehudah, who swear by the name of Yahuwah, and profess the Elohim of Israel, but not in truth or in righteousness. For they call themselves after the Kadesh city, and lean on the Elohim of Israel. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. I have declared the former from the beginning, and they went forth from my mouth, and I made you hear them. Suddenly I acted, and they came to be. Because I knew that you were hard, and your neck was an iron sinew, and your forehead bronze, therefore I declared it to you long ago. Before it came, I made you hear, lest you should say, my idol has done them, and my carved image and my molded image commanded them. You have heard, look at them all, and do you not declare it? From now on I shall make you hear new ones, even hidden ones which you have not known. Now they shall be created, and not long ago. And before this day you have not heard them, lest you should say, look, I knew them. No, you have not heard, no, you have not known. No, from of old your ear has not been open, because I knew that you are indeed treacherous, and you are called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake I postponed my displeasure, and for my praise I held it back from you, so as not to cut you off. See, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake I do it. For how is it profaned? And my esteem I do not give to another. Listen to me, O Jacob and Yisrael, my called. I am he, I am the first, I am also the last. Also my hand has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has stretched out the Shemaim. I call to them, let them stand together. All of you, gather yourselves and hear. Who among them has declared these? Yahuwah has loved him. Let him do his pleasure on Babel, and his arm be on the Kasdites. I have spoken. I have also called him. I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. Come near to me. Hear this. I have not spoken in secret from the beginning. From the time that I was there. And now the Adon, which means the Master, Yahuwah has sent me, and his Ruah, again his Spirit. Thus said Yahuwah, your Redeemer, the Kadosh One of Israel. I am Yahuwah your Elohim, teaching you what is best, leading you by the way you should go. If only you had listened to my commands, then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. And your seed would have been like the sand, and the offspring of your inward parts like the grains of sand. His name would not have been cut off nor destroyed from before me. Come out of Babel, flee from the Kasdites. Declare this with a voice of singing. Proclaim it, send it out to the end of the earth. Say, Yahuwah has redeemed his servant Jacob. And they did not thirst when he led them through the deserts. He caused waters from a rock to flow for them. He split the rock, and waters gushed out. There is no peace for the wicked, said Yahuwah. And that concludes our reading for today. Thank you for joining. And as always, I hope you're reading along, and I encourage you to be reading for yourself. And peace, blessings, and love to you. See you in the next one.